Hi Stampers, this is Judy Anderson with JudyStamps.com. Welcome to my Happy Stamping Studio, where I hope to inspire you in your creativity of your everyday stamping and paper crafting. I have recently attended the on-stage virtual convention with Stampin' Up! And in our swag bags we received this Enjoy the Moment stamp set. Now this stamp set is going to be coming out in our January to June catalog. Which reminds me, if you're not currently working with a demonstrator and would like a copy of it, I've put a link in my description below. Just shoot me an email and I will send one your way. So let's get started. This card is a very simple card. It's, I guess you could call it a strip card. I am using some of the Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper for this. And then we have a white card base, a strip of Melon Mambo cardstock, and a half-inch strip of Whisper White. We're going to take these three strips. Now how I got these strips is I cut a strip that measured 1 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches, and then I cut it at a 1/2 inch, and then I cut a 1/4 inch off, and then another 1/2 inch, so that my design in my Designer Series paper continues across the strips. Now we're going to be placing these strips on the front of the card. So let's get this set aside. I'm using my silicone mat so that the adhesive does not get all over my work surface. So we're going to place these about a 1/16 to an 1/8 inch from our scored line. Then we're going to take our 1/4 inch strip and line it up. Now we want to make sure that this design continues across, so make sure you get the right pieces on there. And we're going to put this right there, and then line the next 1/2 inch right across there. Oops. And like I said, they're about a 1/16 of an inch apart. And as you can see, that design goes continually across. Now I'm going to grab my Calypso Coral ink and my stamps. I'm going to start with the image that has these 3 pods on it. I'm going to ink this up and go ahead and put this on. Just position it anywhere there. Now you'll notice that these stems don't continue on to the bottom, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my stamp around and line those up there, and that continues that stem on there. I have already pre-made a mask to go over the top because I want these to be in the foreground of my images. I've grabbed this wider pod here, and I don't know the names of these pods at all, but we can just go ahead and add this one up over here going off our card. We're going to add one this way going off the card towards the center, but behind these pods here. And then I'm going to take this one and add it down here to go just fill in the bottom just a little bit. Now I want to add a little bit of depth to these, so I am going to take my dark Calypso Coral blend and with the fine tip just go around the pods where one is on front of the other. This is just going to add a little bit more depth. You don't have to do this, but I just thought it's going to make it pop a little bit more. Okay, so we're going to set that to the side. We're going to take our 1/4 inch strip of Whisper White cardstock and we're going to stamp our saying on it. Good things are worth waiting for. And boy, aren't they? Okay, stamp that. And I am done with my ink. I am going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut this strip apart. I want to make this into 2 pieces. This is stretching my my sentiments out a little bit. I'm going to grab that strip of Melon Mambo. I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on these. And then it doesn't matter what order I put them on. I'm just going to set these on here, making a little gap in between. So I'm going to cut those apart also. I just love the stamp set. It's such a natural feel, and I feel that it's very different from stamp sets that we've previously had. It's totally different. We're going to go ahead and fold our card in half, burnish that with our bone folder. I'm going to grab my Stampin' Dimensionals, grab my Take Your Pick tool, and put a couple dimensionals on these to raise that up. Now in the new catalog, mini catalog, we have some ladybug embellishments, and these are simply adorable. We're going to use those on here also, but first we're going to go ahead and remove the protective chads, as I call them, and then I'm going to put our Worth Waiting For right down here. Good Things, just offset it a little bit so that makes that sentiment a little bit more bold and forefront there. Let's grab our mini glue dots, and we're going to go ahead and attach this ladybug just by placing it on one of those glue dots, just like that. Press down and lift, and that glue dot will come out with that. We're going to put this ladybug right there. Now I want to add a little bit of color to that ladybug, so I am going to take my Calypso Coral blend and just color the top where the little dots are. You know, where the red part would be on your ladybug. And that's just going to add a little bit of color to it. And our card is done. Wasn't that quick? Here we go. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see the color right there. So I hope you guys look forward to getting this stamp set. And once again, it's in the January to June mini catalog. So thanks for joining me today. And until next time, happy stamping, everybody.